All right, this is the last day of the Blackhawk Bridge. It closes tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, and they're gonna start tearing it down. So the new bridge will open up in 2027, so it's going to be like a year and a half with no bridge. They're making a boat ramp over here, but that's only going to be for one winter. We're borrowing a ferry for the winter, and I have no idea what they're going to do after that. I guess they're going to be opening, well, the sand pit is open. I guess that's going to be open the whole time, but tomorrow they're going to be starting to take out, I believe they're going to take out the ramps on both sides first, and then I think they're going to implode the bridge, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if I'm supposed to be here or not. I did not see any signs. I think this is the road for the little ferry that they're building, but I believe it actually is going to go right through here on top of those containers. Couldn't tell you for sure. I'll show you the other side. You can see the ramp on the other side. Or maybe this is it. See, this area is underwater in the spring, so whatever they build has to be up high enough to stay out of the floodwaters. All of this sand is from dredging the river, and they had that closed for, I believe, a year, and they opened it back up. There's been trucks coming in and out of here pretty much constantly the last few weeks. This traffic over the bridge, this is the most traffic I've ever seen on this bridge, especially for a Sunday. So this right here is the temporary ferry landing. Well, I guess the flooding begins in the spring, and they only have the ferry for the winter. Again, I don't know what they're going to do in the summer, if we're going to have any way to get across for a whole year. There it is, Blackhawk Bridge. They call it the Singing Bridge because, well, you can hear it, the open deck. This is the ferry landing. Still got a lot of work to do on it. All right, we'll go on the other side. You could see where they're starting to put up the girders for the new bridge, and it looks a lot like the old bridge. It's the same color, and it looks pretty similar. Of course, it's going to be a modern bridge, but you could see the concrete pretty much looks the same. It's a little bit different, but, and it's wider. And, well, you'll see this one from the other side. It looks a lot like the old bridge. It doesn't have that cross beam going across, but for the most part, it's made to look like the old bridge. All right, let's go on the other side and see what it looks like there. Well, actually, let's cut through here. They got some girders right there. Take a look at them on the way out. Oh, they got a bunch of girders on the barge right there as well. Yeah, these girders are beefier than the ones that are on the current bridge. Pretty cool. Yeah, that is a big girder there. Yikes. They've been closing the roads down at night to bring these in. You could see the little ones there on the current bridge. Yeah, that's like 3/4 of an inch thick. I didn't even know they had this little tunnel here. And there's the new bridge. Quite a bit beefier. Yeah, it's going to be real sad to see this bridge go. All right, let's head to the other side. This bridge was built almost 100 years ago by a private citizen. It was a toll bridge for quite some time, and then it sat unused, I believe, for like 20 years. I'll put all that stuff down in the description. And then it was bought and turned into a highway like it is now. It's been closed down many times after being hit by barges and stuff. Yeah, there's the witch they were setting up the other day. All right, we'll go down on this side first and see if we can get through. This is where the other side of the ferry is going to go to. There's a little marina right here. They patched up this road and they made this ramp that goes down there. This used to be really steep. They made it less steep, but that is where the ferry's going to go. We'll get out and go look at it. This is a tiki bar right here and a gas station for the marina. And like I said, I didn't know this last time I came here, but my wife just said that they borrowed the ferry and they only have it for the winter, and then we don't know what's going to happen after that. But this is where the ferry's going to dock, right here. This side looks pretty close to being done, but it's definitely not going to work in the spring, because sometimes this whole area right here is underwater. Definitely won't work then. Yeah, this is a little further along than the last time I was here. Yeah, there's the bridge. It's gonna be a real shame to see it torn down, but it's getting kind of dangerous. It'll be interesting to see if they put like a railroad crossing there with lights, or if it's just gonna be like that. All right, we're gonna park right up here and go have a walkabout. You can see they got those plates bolted onto there. They got further than the last time I was here. They got this part right here is supported by that scaffolding there. Now they just got to get a chunk going across to there. It says sidewalk closed ahead. I guess this is it. I just met the person who lives in that house that is nearly underneath the bridge. We'll go over there in front of her house and get the view from over there as well. Let's try going up in this alley here. There's the witch. Yeah, that sun is kind of in our eyes here, but we'll get on the other side as well. Those weights on there, each one is 10 tons. A lot of weight. Trying to have the sun blocked by that girder. Very cool. On the other side, you could see the crisscrosses underneath the bridge. Looks very similar, only stronger on this side. I believe this is going to have a concrete deck instead of the open deck like the other one, but I would have to look that up. Okay, let's head over to the other side. Yeah, they don't have much room to work here. I mean, you got a garage right there, just a few feet away, and you got houses that are nearly under the other bridge. Really tight working quarters here. All right, let's head over there. That's where all that sand from the sand pit comes from. They're dredging right there. This is the main channel. It goes over to the Wisconsin side. They come around the corner, and they just put that round thing in there that's called a dolphin, because that concrete pier has been hit a bunch of times. You could see the patches at the bottom. The barges come around the corner and they drift into that and hit it. Now it's right next to this pier, but I thought they were going to make the ground or the water shallower so that that couldn't happen anymore, but I don't know. They're not done yet. This traffic is insane. I've seen cars from a bunch of different states. Everybody's coming to get their last drive over the bridge. I was gonna go down the alleyway, but I heard the train coming. We got a bonus here. Yeah, when there's high water, this shack right here is nearly underwater. The water comes up to past the windows there. Oh, look at all those girders there. This is a coal train. We still have coal-fired power plants up and down the river. Looks pretty long. You could see how this old concrete was formed with just regular old boards. Looks like 2x6s or 2x8s. Probably worked their way up, pouring one little level at a time. That is so cool. These piers here, the new ones, they poured these mostly in the winter, and they had tubes going down into them, and they ran like hot water down in there. It was pretty cool. I have video of that. I'm gonna have to post all that. I have a bunch of video that I haven't put out yet. This thing was painted, I believe it was painted maybe 3 years ago, could be 4. But you could see the rust again already. Yeah, it's definitely seen better days. Pigeons are gonna have to find a new place to live. Well, I guess they'll live in the new bridge. All right, hopefully I'll be able to get some footage of them taking the bridge down. I'll have to figure out when they're gonna be doing stuff, and it'll probably be really crowded if they do an implosion of that middle section. But I'll try to get here and film it. But that's it. Blackhawk Bridge is no more after today. What a bummer.